It's got to be happy about that. His Beavers staying injury-free, and they're playing great football. 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line. He drops back to pass, rolls out to his left, looks deep, throws up number 84. Mike Rink, incomplete, over the head, and on the coverage there.
Bart Baustad, glad to see him back in the game. He'd been out due to some injuries. Finally able to return.
Great coverage as we focused on, especially you talking about Brennan and Rowe and Crone on great double coverage on Rank, and especially Unerdl, who stepped up big as Matt Plummer has not been able to get going here. At least he wasn't able to go in the first half. Some numbers on him. Plummer had 4 receptions for 56 yards, longest was 27, but the big guy was Rank with a 39-yard reception. The snap, Tate rolls out to his left, has a man wide open. I believe it's number 85, Matt Plummer. There he is. I just mentioned his name, and he delivers for the Spartans here.
I think we're going to be seeing some big changes here in the second half, just in defense attempts alone.
That was a 29-yard pass from Tate to Plummer there. And as I mentioned at the top of the hour, and I will continue to, I'm amazed at how the Buena Vista defense has shut down those two, because last year they connected 18 times. And last year's game was an offensive battle. This year it's more defense-oriented. Rolls out incomplete to number 87, Chuck Leonard again, who had a reception just a minute ago. Tate just put it right on the fingertips of Leonard. He couldn't hold on, though, which is all right for Beaver fans out there.
Defense really putting pressure on the quarterback.
Constantly forcing him to scramble out of the pocket, make quick passes, puts him in the hurry mode, and you can't be a good quarterback consistently if you've got these defensive linemen, these linebackers breathing down your neck all the time, and that's what Buena Vista's been doing. They've been keeping the pressure on. 2 wide receivers out to the right for the Spartans, 1 to the left, 1 back. Here come the linebackers again, putting pressure. Pick up the blockers. He is sacked. A great loss.
Mark Smith.
Number 95.
Great cover by him.
77 Mark Smith and 95 Mike Petticourt with the sack, and you saw it coming, folks. The linebackers forced the pressure, and it was the linemen who got to him, and they couldn't pick up all the guys coming. They had 1 man in the backfield, and you had 2 extra guys coming. Just do the math. We've got a sack.
It's plays like that make our defense as strong as it is.
And it put the Spartans in a very precarious position. It's 3rd and 20 now from their own 37, so the defense picking up the slack here. A little about 13 and a half minutes left in this third quarter. Tate rolls out to his right, looking again, lofts a pass to Leonard, number 87. He catches it. I think he got the first down on that one. Number 39, Frank Crone with the coverage. You can't be perfect, and Crone just got on the backside of Leonard there. Leonard using that big wide frame of his, shielding away, caught it. And first down for the Spartans.
Those Spartans are coming back into the second half fired up.
I believe they've only used 1 running play this whole drive, and the majority of them passes, although half of them in incompletions. You've got to attribute that to the great Buena Vista secondary, but still, Tate is driving down the field. We have an I formation, 2 receivers out to his left, 1 to the right. Tate under center. Come the linebackers again. They're at the line. The handoff to the second man. Fumble! Oh! Fumble on the play.
Yes. And it might be in BB's favor.
It just might be. He faked the handoff to the first back and tried to get to the second one. I believe he tried to get it to Higgins at the second one. And they recovered.
Oh.
Dubuque does recover the ball, but loses 4 yards on the play. It was an I formation. They tried to hand off the Pryor on the first one, faked it to him, gave it to Higgins on the second. Higgins, as soon as he got it, was met by the Buena Vista defense. Fumbled but recovered.
2nd and 14 here, and we're 12 minutes into the second half.
2 minutes, once again, 2 men in the back, 1 to the right as a receiver, to the left for Tate. Rolls out to his left again. He's under pressure, fires it deep, dangerous pass. Oh! Reception, but a penalty flag on the play. And the quarterback, Tate, is still on the ground as he was sandwiched by 2 Buena Vista players. He's getting up now, but he is not getting up very quickly. He's on 1 knee. He is still hurting. Buena Vista's defense forced the quarterback in all directions. got a dangerous pass off, very dangerous, just throwing it up to the wind with the receivers covered quite closely by the Buena Vista secondary.
That was a great play.
Oh, but a pass interference on the Beavers nullifies the interception. Still doesn't take away from the fact that we were getting pressure on the quarterback in that play. We finally got to him. At least you could see some physical signs that Tate was actually hurting. He was slow getting up, and not that you want to see anybody get injured, but you gotta understand that the offensive line is probably getting a little tired there. This Buena Vista defense, Coach Hadicek is sending his linebackers, sending his safeties on blitzes, pressure constantly on the quarterback, and it's very difficult when you're back there. And if in most of these setups where they do get the sacks, there's only one running back, and if you're sending 2 or 3 guys and there's only one person in the backfield to block, like I said, the odds are in Buena Vista's favor. So if you look at this play, once again, 2 receivers out to the left, 2 men in the backfield, Pryor and Higgins. One receiver, man in motion is Chuck Leonard. Here they come again. Penalty flags on the play as perhaps Buena Vista was trying to initiate a little action there, and they did. Penalty flag, I believe it will be on Dubuque for motion. Let's see what
First down and 15 plays like that make the game what it is.
Indeed, and like we cannot stress the importance of Coach Hadicek's play calling here, putting pressure on the quarterback, maybe even making the line a little jumpy there. Tate drops back to pass, looks for receiver, caught by Chuck Leonard. Finally got him down there.
Tackle by Brian Schmidt there.
Schmidt finally getting in there. And I believe we mentioned earlier in the hour that we haven't heard Schmidt's name much, and finally gets in there, gets the tackle.
He's just been dominating the defense in past games.
Needs 2nd and 14. Ball on the 34-yard line on Buena Vista's side. A little under 12 minutes left in the third quarter here. Buena Vista up 16-6. The defense has been stifling. It's an I formation with Pryor and Higgins in the backfield. 84 in motion. The option left. Number 29 takes it around the side. Great gain. Still going. Rolls to the 20-yard line.
Nice play on
number
the
29. Chris Unerdl, who took that, and he has some great numbers from the first half. Most of them, however, are receiving.
Ryan Rowe on the tackle there.
15-yard gain for Unerdl. I believe that's his first on the ground so far, and it is. He has 8 yards reception, or 8 yards receiving on the day. I formation once again with Pryor and Higgins in the backfield. These Spartans are pretty fond of that. 2 receivers out to the left, 1 to the right. Tate under center. Here come the linebackers on the corners. Here they come again. Handoff to number 25, and they got him immediately. Matt Higgins met Steve Maxey, the linebacker who came from the left side, came around the corner, and you're not going to sneak by Maxey. Higgins tried to get past him there, couldn't do it. He got a hand on him, and that slowed him down enough so the defensive line could put the clamps on him.
We have 10 minutes left here in the third quarter, and BV is still holding strong in their lead, 16-6.
Now watch out for this. Once again, there's only one person in the backfield. Number 9 is out to the right of the... And here they come again. In the backfield, sacked. Number 55, Mike Mulally. We can't say enough about his play today. But as we just mentioned, it's when they put one man in the backfield that Dubuque has had some problems against this defense.
Great quarterback sack.
Big play by Mulally. Loss of 7 on the play there. And you can't say enough for this guy. He is doing his job and doing it well. Two men back in the field, two receivers to the right, this time 1 to the left. Tate rolls out to his right. Here comes the Beavers again. Got him to the backfield. He passes away. Caught. No. Out of bounds. He tried to go to number 85, Matt Plummer. Plummer had 1 foot in bounds but couldn't hold on to the ball. As once again, the Buena Vista defense is putting the pressure on Sean Tate. He was forced to run outside the pocket, had nowhere to go, no protection for him, with 3 Beavers just beating down his throat.
Kurt Bremer just missing him early on there.
And that would have been another key play. It's now 4th and 18. And look at this, folks. It's 4th and 18. They're going for it.
Wow. The crowd here at BV is getting revved up to get those defense players.
29 in motion. That's you, Nerdle. Draw back to pass. Tate looks up. Sack! Lost. Ball. It's down, though. Great defense play. Number 94. Number 94, Dan Barkema. Big play for the sack for a huge loss there. Loss of 11. And, folks, it was 4th and 18. He tried to get outside the pocket, but Barkema with the pursuit never, ever quit on that play. And as you mentioned with your interview with Coach Adachek, these guys just do not stop. They constantly come at you. They don't quit. And on that play, that was a fine example of the epitome of Buena Vista football. Barkema did not give up. 2-minute backfield, 2 tight ends up. Hand off to our main man, Stadler, with a gain there.
Notice they have been making some changes in that. Stadler not moving the ball as much in the second half, just because I'm sure Dubuque had to adjust their defense strategies to cover him.
I'm interested in seeing where they set up their linebackers now, because they were dropping them back into the secondary in the first half with no real reason, because, as we mentioned, Klinkfist, unfortunately, 0 for 6 with passing in the first half. 2 backs again, 2 tight ends, 1 wide receiver out to each side. It's the Try-Ons. Hand off to Guinness. Stadler in the backfield, picks it up like he's a wall. You can put as many minutes as you want to on him. If you saw that play, he wasn't going anywhere.
I think that would be their defense changes that they've made here in the second half.
It appears that they're putting more defense players up on the line or close to it so they can prevent this running attack by Stadler especially. And also, when Pelusi's in the game, he's picked up some positive yards. Pelusi in the first half had 7 carries for 29 yards. 3rd and 4 for the Beavers. Handoff. Stadler up the middle again. Still going, still on his feet. Has not down yet.
First and 10 for the Beavers here.
That was a great first and second and maybe even third effort for Stadler there. We do have one Dubuque player, number 3, kind of limping over there. It's safety Jason Gordon. He's one of the team captains, one of the 3 captains on the defensive side. Coming up a little lame there after Stadler fell on his legs. Of course, if you had that guy falling on you too, you wouldn't be in that great a shape either. But Stadler once again plowing up the middle, getting a first down, 1st and 10 Beavers.
We have Todd and Tyler Tryon both on the side.
And up Stadler out to the right side. He's got a blocker. He's got a man. Gets to the outside. Looks to be a pickup of 5 there. Gain of 3 on the play, pardon me. The Beavers are now on the Spartan 42-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 7 for Buena Vista.
We're less than 7 minutes left here in the game.
Number 25, Brenton Mackey in the game for number 44, Stadler. Giving him a much-needed break. He's done enough today. He deserves one. Link was back in the shotgun with 2 receivers out to his left, 1 to his right. Pelusi in there with him. Handoff to Pelusi. Oh, great job of running there. Followed a block. Got another great block at the outside by Lyman.
Another 1st and 10 here.
Regardless of how Buena Vista's sitting up, and if they take Stadler out and if they look like they're going to a running play, they still give it.
Well, Jay, let's go down and see what Ryan Harder has on the sideline.
Know thy enemy is a popular analogy in the area of sports and other places too. But, you can definitely bet that Buena Vista got some information about University of Dubuque before today's game. Well, I have a little information tidbit that I'll bet they didn't get. Television star Tony Danza was actually a student at University of Dubuque, and he's visited his alma mater many times. So that is one famous, productive person that the university put out. Now, I'll bet Dubuque didn't come here in a taxi, but they're going to find out who's the boss. Back to you.
That was clever, Ryan. So Tony Danza came from University of Dubuque. That just shows you that true celebrities come from Iowa.
True celebrities do come from Iowa, and I'm just trying to get over that little joke there by Ryan. That was pretty It's pretty classy right there. I like that.
Oh, we've got some action down on the field here.
First down 20 for Buena Vista as there was a penalty flag a play ago while Ryan was doing his stand-up routine on the sidelines there. First and 20 for the Beavers on the Spartan 42-yard line. 2 men in the backfield. Pelusi and Stadler He's trying out to each side. The reverse. No, the fake reverse. Man, wide open. It's number 24. Beavers. Tryon, wide open. Great play calling by Coach Hadacek.
That was beautiful.
That was something to behold right there.
Todd Tryon caught and went in for the 6 points.
Big time completion. That's got to instill some confidence in Klinkvist. The first passing touchdown of the day for the Beavers. And a remarkable play with 2 men in the backfield. Fake the run. You saw Tyler coming around there. It looked like a reverse. They didn't go to it. We had Todd wide open, all alone. Touchdown, Buena Vista. Chase Young on for the extra point. Once again, penalty flags on an extra point attempt here. We'll see what this one is. Dead ball foul, legal procedure on the Beavers.
That's the second time that's happened.
Second time it is, but if I were Chase, I wouldn't be worried about it. He had that happen to before, as you mentioned. He still put it right through the uprights. But you're right that there does seem to be a bit of a problem in the extra points there. That is the second time that we've had that called and that penalized. So once again, we'll try this second time here.
Chase Young, an outstanding kicker. I'm sure we'll have no problem with this.
The snap, the hold is all good. Chase Young is up and good.
And
right
good.
Down the uprights. Well, folks, a little over 7 minutes left here in the third quarter. It's Buena Vista 23-6, and striking quick in this third quarter here, I must say.
It's good to see BV coming strong with this game because they need this victory and they are playing the game of the year.
Indeed, but we have a penalty flag, a dead ball foul, unsportsmanlike against the Beavers, which will be assessed on the penalty if I'm probably on the kickoff if I'm not mistaken. So penalties playing a part in this game, but it has yet to deter the Beavers as they are up by 17 points here midway through the third quarter. And what will happen here is because of the 15-yard penalty, Chase Young will be forced to kick off from his own 20-yard line instead of the 30. And if you remember, all of Chase's kickoffs have gone through the uprights past the end zone all the way to the back fence. But this penalty should, unless Young's foot comes through again, should be returnable. And it probably will be. Number 85. Once again, Chase Young's foot.
Oh, we've got some action on the field.
And there is some excess action on the field. As mentioned, penalty flags all over the place.
Yeah.
As you mentioned, Jerry Ann, there was a little bit of some extra battles going on down there.
Two Dubuque players wouldn't stop picking on number 44, Tony Bigger, a sophomore here. Whoops.
And as you saw, penalty flags all over on that one.
The refs confirming what happened there.
And if it was Stutter they were picking on, you'd think they'd have good reason to, because it's because of his rushing overall today that is the reason that Buena Vista is up the way it is. He's responsible for 1 touchdown. As far as the first half, he had over 130 yards. And it is a personal foul against the Spartans, which will move them back quite a ways. So trade-off here. The Beavers had the personal foul, which moved the kickoff back to the 20-yard line. Chase Young's foot, without a doubt, just responded well, putting it right through the end zone. But some, as you mentioned, excess activity going on down there from some of the Spartan players. Moves them back 15 yards. So give and take here at Buena Vista.
These teams haven't proven in the past to be rivalry teams, but today, some personal penalties and so forth make us start to wonder if there's something inside there.
There might be something going on here on the field that we're not aware of, but it'll be first first down and 10 as they drop back. Pass across the middle, overthrown. No one even close to there. To that area.
Trying to pick it off there.
Gave it a great effort as once again you mentioned the secondary, and I believe on that one it was Ryan Rowe who had great coverage on the only man closest to, I believe it was wide receiver Mike Rank, who Crone was on that particular play, but Ryan Rowe, pardon me, had great coverage on him.
6 seconds left here in the third quarter. It's 23-6.
Rolls out, roll out play to the left side, incomplete. Tate trying to find Matt Plummer there, was not able to do so.
Some words from Coach Hadachek.
Okay, that's the deal. Okay, and on deuce, don't worry about coming off unless somebody runs through there. All right? Hey, I'm trapped, man. You're blocking out unless he's like a shake. Just get the Sam. Sam, okay, good. We had both so far.
Coach Hadachek talking to the players there, just reminding them of what a great job they're doing and how to keep the pressure on. Passing complete, 3rd and 10. The handoff up the middle to Higgins.
Just a wall he couldn't get through, our defense.
And number 4, Brian Schmidt. We're going to talk about him again with the tackle on there. It'll be 4th and 10, and this should be interesting right here. Where we're sitting, the wind is not as breezy as it was in the first half, but still, don't underestimate it. The punting unit is on. In the first half, Jim Derwin, 5 punts for a 28-yard average. He's in his own end zone, gets it out. It's a high kick, but not a very big one. Got to be careful here. Oh, what a Beaver bounce, and look at that. You couldn't ask for a better field position than that one to start out, and I might go out on a limb here, but I believe the Beavers just might put some points on the board on this particular one. I might be putting myself up for a letdown here, but I don't think so with the way they've been playing of late. But
the luck is in the Beavers' hands
the
today.
ball is on the 11-yard line. So if you think about it, from where the punter was, Jim Derwin, that ball traveled a total of 21 yards. Of course, it also take a great Beaver bounce.
Be ready to go. Let's get right back after them again. The main thing, guys, where they're hurting us, when they do hurt us.
Here the coaches on the sideline talking about getting after him. 2 men in the backfield, 2 tight end formation. Try on out, handoff, number 30. Number 30, Zach Mathers with the big carry, the sophomore.
Zach Mathers had been injured, and good to see him back in the playing game here.
First time he's touched the ball today. And he picks up 8 on his very first carry. Great job by Zach Mathers. If you're just joining us, it's 23-6 Buena Vista, 5:38 left in the third quarter. 2nd down, 2 to go with the ball on the 3-yard line. And yes, in case you're wondering, if they do get it to 1, it is a first down. So we are in no trouble here. Hands off to Mathers again. Up the middle, he's met immediately, still on his feet.
We've got quite a pile up there and some questions on green line.
Picked up a yard on the play. Didn't matter, so he's got 2 attempts for now, 9 yards. Tyler Tryon and Mathers coming out for this play. As Pelusi
Some new
and Todd Tryon are in.
new numbers on the offense team would have to be number 14, Dave Jesse.
And Ryan Grubb back in the game, number 23, up over the top. Did he get in? I don't think he did, but Grubb got up extremely high for that play.
Yes.
I don't think he got in. Now there's the question of what does Coach Hadachek do now? It's 4th and 1. Ball's on the 2-yard line. If he goes, you go for it, get the first down, have the opportunity for a touchdown. The offensive line trying to get the crowd back into it. It's 4th and 1. What's going to be the call here? Go for the easy 3, or go for the first down, the chance for 7, or just go all out for one play right here. Coach Hadachek elects to go on 4th and 1 with Mathers in the backfield. 2 tight end formation. Rolls out, Klingfist, the bootleg, touchdown, Buena Vista.
Great play.
Once again,
Second touchdown today.
on on the similar play in the second quarter. Clinkvis rolled out that play and scored a touchdown, rolling out to his right. That play to the left. They suckered the entire Dubuque line in on that play as he rolled out to his left for the easy score. Great call by Hadacek. Great execution by the Beaver offense. And Klinkfus with his second touchdown of the game. He's putting up some good numbers here for this Beaver team.
Brings the score to 29-6. Buena Vista Beavers lead the ball game, dominate the ball game. We have under 3 minutes left here in the third quarter.
Kick is up from Chase Young. It is good. 30-6. Buena Vista, just under 4 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. This Beaver team has responded well at the start of this second half with a touchdown, a little bit of a break there on a poor punt, and a great bounce that they got off of it, and another touchdown. They are responding quite well.
Doesn't get much better than that, but as Hadacek always says, he never wants a team to give up too early, and I'm sure he will address that.
And indeed, maybe a few of us had reason to be a little down as this Dubuque team dominated the first quarter and was 6-0 at that time, and some of us were thinking, well, is this going to be another Dana College type game? But so far the Beavers responded. Chase Young decided to kick off from the 35-yard line. Another good kick. Will this one stay in? Will the answer ever change? No. Young puts it straight past the deep men through the end zone. Almost to the track out there.
Such power on his kicking game.
And he has really responded well to that early miss that he had. So great job by Chase Young, the freshman place kicker. Doing a great job. The Beaver defense out there for more.
Defense standings from the first quarter had Paul Schrader dominating. Just an excellent player.
That's Rank in motion. A flag on the play as there was 2 men in the backfield for the Spartans. And 2 wide receivers out, 1 man in motion. Dead ball foul, legal motion on the Spartans. So that will put them even farther back than anticipated. 1st and 15, ball on the 15-yard line. 30-6, Buena Vista. It's 30 unanswered points by the Beavers. A little under 4 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. Crowd's starting to do a little wave down there as student section getting involved in this game. Man in motion is Rank again. The option pitch out met immediately by numbers 55, Mike Mullally, and number 4, Brian Schmidt. Brian Schmidt, as you mentioned earlier, is coming up. I believe he already has 4 tackles in this quarter, whereas he only had 1 in the first half. The option play just wasn't working for them on that. Beavers read it all the way.
The crowd going crazy. It's good to have, hopefully, a Beaver victory here on their home field.
On your home field, 2nd and 19, ball on the 11. Loss of 4 on the play. Once again, another option. Pitch out to number 29, met immediately. Number 29, Chris Unerdle, the wide receiver, more and more being used for a running back in situations by this Dubuque squad.
Mike Mullally on the tackle there. We have a player down.
We do. He's over on the far sidelines near where the tackle was made. Buena Vista takes a timeout. We can't really see which player it is. He's on his back and there are trainers around and we don't have a number yet on him. As soon as we do, we will let you know. There's a loss of 1 on that play, so once again, the Beaver defense coming up big.
Looking like some problems there with that player down on the field. No motion yet.
Trainer's still paying attention to him.
Tune into Innovation Cinema every night on cable channel 13 from 7 o'clock to 11 for great movies ranging from your favorite classics to new releases. Movies showing from mid-October include Ransom, Citizen Ruth, Jerry Maguire, 101 Dalmatians, Mars Attack, Vegas Vacation, The Rich Man's Wife, Emma, and the blockbuster hit Scream, a scary movie. Remember, great movies are only as far away as your TV set when you tune into Cable Channel 13 here at Buena Vista University. I believe we have the number of the player
It was
here.
number 9. It was the running back, Mike Pryor, who was down. He walked out under his own power. He had a few people to help him with it, though, so you got to hope he's okay on that play. You don't like to see anybody get injured. But he was able to walk out, get up under his own power.
Buena Vista defense ready to attack.
Goes back to pack, a fade route to number 85. Number 85, Matt Plummer, didn't get a hand on it.
Nice coverage by Brennan and Baustad.
The secondary coming up big, and you want to hear about big numbers here. This quarter so far, negative 23 rushing yards for the Dubuque Spartans, which only speaks more highly of this Buena Vista defense, as we mention all the time in the show. And so far in this hour, ranked second in the Iowa Conference. Now 4th and 20, punting again. If you remember last time the situation, Buena Vista got the ball at their own, at Dubuque's 11-yard line. This kick appears to be a little bit better. Takes a bounce, rolling away. It will stop at the 32. Picked up. I don't know about that decision there by the Buena Vista player to pick it up and try and run with it. He didn't have much of a hand on it yet when he tried to get up with the ball, but he did pick up a couple yards with it, but was hit immediately by 2 Spartan players. Nonetheless, Buena Vista will get the ball 1st and 10 on the Spartan 30-yard line, up 30-6. A little under 3 minutes remaining in this third quarter. Since the first quarter, it's been all Buena Vista, 30 unanswered points for the Beavers. The try-ons out to the left here as Clickfus under center. It's Pelusi and Mathers. They hand off to Mathers to the right side. He gets around the corner, takes one tackler, tackled by number 24, Eric Ray, the safety, one of the captains for this Dubuque team.
Mathers getting some yardage there.
Mathers, I believe that's his fourth carry for the day. He picked up 8 on the first one on the second. If you remember that 3rd and 1 at the 2 where he went up high and was met in the air. Coach Hedges elected to go for on the 4th down and was victorious. On that play, Mathers picks up 3. Tyler Tryon out to the left. Clinkfus rolled out again on another bootleg to the right, lofted in the air. Tryon wide open. Oh! Incomplete. He had it. Just couldn't hang on. Great play by Clinkfus. What you saw that time as he tried another bootleg out to the right. There was a Spartan player to apply pressure, so he couldn't get outside. And remember, the last 2 times we've had the bootleg play, Clinkfus has been successful getting into the end zone.
Tyler Tryon doing an excellent job. That play has worked for him so much so far this season.
He was victorious with that play last week against Danica, if I remember. But this week, he just wasn't able to get the hands on that one. Both Tryons out to the left this time.
3rd and 7.
Mathers. And a rollout play. Here we go again. Clinkfus has a blocker. It's Mathers. He rolls in, takes it outside. Still on his feet, battling. Spin move. Finally whistled down as he rolled out to his left. Had Mathers as a lead blocker with an outstanding block there.
Klink having a great game. Having an injury last week took him out of the game. It was bruised kidneys, I believe, and today having 2 touchdowns and now some yardage. He's having an excellent game.
He had 11 yards carry on that one. And he's hitting on all cylinders now. The first half, remember, he was 0 for 6 passing. Still had the rushing touchdown. So far this half, he's connected for a touchdown pass to Todd Tryon and almost there to Tyler. 2 tight ends set up, hands off to Mathers off the left side. Nowhere to go. Tries to come back. Smothered by number 96 of defense, Jason Ort. The the nose tackle in that play did not give up the fight. Loss of 3 on the play for Mathers.
2nd down and 13.
With the loss of 3 yards, it moves it back to the Dubuque 19-yard line, but as Jerry mentioned, it's still 2nd down. Still got at least this down and perhaps 3rd down to pick up the first.
As you can see by that last picture, we have some spectators enjoying it on a couch, and we love the bar stands.
We love those guys. Come on out if you're anywhere close by. You can see a great football game. Klinkfist up top to Tryon. I wonder about that one. Oh, okay. I was wondering about that one because it appeared that number 22 on that play, Ben Bremen, was apparently holding on to Tryon there. Tyler apparently couldn't get his arms up. Bremen put his arm right across Tryon's, but the ref ruled it uncatchable. So it was another attempt for the fade route for the Beavers. Just couldn't get it going. 3rd and 13. Again on the 19. A minute 40 left in this third quarter. Beavers up 30-6. Fans enjoying this game tremendously. Klinkfist in the backfield with Pelusi. The handoff to him.
Oh.
Tries to get outside. Shakes one tackle. Schickler still on his feet. Still going once again.
That was a great setup there.
That worked for him earlier when they had one back in the field and Klinkfist was in the shotgun. I believe it was one of the touchdown plays. I think it was a touchdown play that Stabler had. I can't be sure about that.
Chase Young coming in for the
field goal as it will be 4th and 9.
It's on the 15-yard line.
The snap and the plays are good. It is up. It is good. Chase Young once again takes 3 more points on the board for himself and Buena Vista with 1:27 remaining in the third quarter, folks. 33 Buena Vista, 6 for Dubuque. And in case you're just joining us, they have been 33 straight points starting in the second quarter. Basically, it all started with the interception by Mullally at the end of the first quarter, which Jerry Ann mentioned was going to have to be a critical play because the defense was doing their job. The offense wasn't hitting yet. And ever since that interception, the Beavers have been clicking.
Well, just looking where those 33 points came from, Chase Young's, again, a big part of it. Klink, the quarterback, 2 great touchdowns. Another one by Pelusi. Everyone is contributing to this victory.
Once again, Chase Young. Is there a doubt where that ball was going? I mean, at that rate, those guys in the sofas at the end there were in a little bit of danger with the way that ball was going.
We're on the Dubuque 20 here, and we know that defense is still holding strong. I have noticed that some of the starters are starting to take a little break here.
Much deserved, too. Give these younger players a chance to show some of their skills and give the starters a hand and a break. They played very well today, and Buena Vista continues to play well. 1st and 10 on the Dubuque 20. They hand off to number 25. That's Matt Higgins. He's got to feel a little special because he's got the only real positive point for the Dubuque team today with the only touchdown that they have. Gain of just 1 yard on the play, a tribute to this Buena Vista defense again. 2nd and 9 on the 21. Less than a minute remaining in this third quarter. If you're just joining us, it's 33-6, Buena Vista leading. A good Dubuque team, but so far today, Buena Vista has been the dominator. Handoff again to Higgins, tries to get around the left side, is not able to do it. Brendan and Maxey on the tackle. Buena Vista calls for a timeout with 40 seconds remaining in this third quarter.
BV needs a rest. They're winning 33-6. We have 40 seconds left here in the third quarter. Innovation Video is pleased to broadcast the Storm Lake City Council meetings, which air on the first and third Sundays or Mondays of the month. Council meetings begin at 4:00 p.m. and are only on Innovation Video, cable channel number 3. If you'd like to see this broadcast again this week, we do air it on Wednesdays also. And again, the Joe Hadachek show will be Monday night at 8 o'clock, and it will do a recap of what happened. Joe Hadachek gets a question from And any audience person can mail, email, or call in a question, and they win a free T-shirt. So it is worth your time to come up with one.
Yeah, it is a very positive thing. We have some scores here that you might be interested in. Texas A&M 49-7 over Iowa State. Wisconsin 31-7 over Illinois. Get back to the action real quick here. Rolls out. Cannot find an open man. More Big Ten scores. Michigan State 38-6 over Indiana. Michigan 23-6 over Northwestern. All these games are final so far. The big game that some of you might be watching, flipping back and forth between this game and the other one. Ohio State 7th in the nation. Penn State 2nd in the nation. Penn State leading 17-10 over Ohio State in the second quarter. Remember, Ohio State beating the Hawkeyes last week in Columbus. So that's a game you should be flipping back to and from this one. A punt away, a good punt. This one, fair catch signaled for.
Caught by Jeff Brennan.
Got number 28, Brennan. Signal for the fair catch. Buena Vista will get the ball. Third quarter with 30 seconds remaining in this quarter.
Doesn't get much better than this. We still have sun-shining weather here, and we have 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Buena Vista 33, University of Dubuque 6.
First and 10 for the Beavers on the Dubuque 47-yard line. Once again, great field position again. Thank the wind and the punting for that one. Handoff. Sadler gets outside, breaks one tackle, charges right in to number 83.
Heath Stadler is going to be the man to watch.
He piled up big-time numbers, especially in the second quarter.
Sprint out, keep on your feet.
Listen to the coaches
Take
here.
the Barkamo lesson there. Stay on your feet. Get your hands down. Stay on your feet. You know, then pressure-wise, Steve, you still had problems last time we went with crash.
Fake handoff. Klingfus rolls out, looking, throws deep, has a man. No. A little bit in front of Tyler Tryon there, but listen to the coaches there, just reinforcing to their players, stay on your feet, keep your heads up, and
that brings the end to the third quarter here. This is Jerry Ann Hightrader along with Jay Insure, and it is 33-6, and we'll be right back.
Terrell Bishop.